The man who claimed he accidentally killed his girlfriend when a bet that he couldn't hit a can near her head with an axe went horribly wrong has been jailed for life. Andrew Burfield, 51, dramatically changed his plea to admit the murder of mother of two Katie Kenyon, 33, on the third day of his trial at Preston Crown Court. Jurors heard he dug a grave in the Forest of Bowland in Lancashire the day before he killed her on April 22. He was jailed for life on Thursday and ordered to serve a minimum term of 32 years. Burfield, of Burnley, told police he had taken Ms. Kenyon, who he had been in a relationship with since 2019, to Gisborne Forest for a picnic and she had bet him he could not hit her can of coke with his axe. The court heard he told police. "I went for the tree at the side of her and it hit her in her head." He claimed she had been hit with the back of the axe and she had no other injuries, but the jury heard a post-mortem showed she was struck an estimated 12 times. Ms. Kenyon's body was discovered by police on April 29. After her death, Burfield used Ms. Kenyon's phone to send messages, drafted the month before her death, to her children and to himself. Sentencing Burfield, Mr. Justice Gu said. "In your relationship with her before you murdered her, I'm satisfied you were manipulative and controlling while she was vulnerable. She looked to you for love and support, in return you planned to carry out a murder." He described Burfield's guilty plea as a final recognition your game plan had failed. The senior judge said Ms. Kenyon, who had two children aged 12 and 14, was told by Burfield he would take her to therapy on April 22, but instead he planned to kill her. He said, "It was a ferocious and cruel attack. You calmly placed her in a grave and covered her body." Video footage released by Lancashire Constabulary showed Burfield taking officers to the location in Gisborne Forest, Lancashire. He is shown being produced from HMP Preston, wearing a blue and yellow t-shirt and tracksuit bottoms. Wearing handcuffs and sitting in a van with police officers to the front and side of him, Burfield is seen pointing out a sign for the Forest of Bowland and giving directions. Footage from a helicopter shows the police van driving down a road through the forested area before turning back on itself. Later footage from a body-worn camera shows Burfield, dressed in a white forensic suit, walking with police officers through the forest, which has crime scene tape stretched between trees. He tells police. This is where it begins. Burfield then sits down on the area of land where she was buried. The court heard Burfield had dug the grave the night before he killed Miss Kenyon. Sentencing him, Mr. Justice Gu said. "You dug a very precise and tidy makeshift grave before you returned home to Burnley." He continued. "You took an axe as well as the spade that you used to dig the grave. You parked up in a lay-by, carrying a cool box to pretend you were there for some refreshments. There you attacked her, striking her to the head and side of her face. There were at least 12 heavy blows with the axe. After killing Miss Kenyon, Burfield sent messages to her children and himself from her phone, pretending to be her, and denied knowledge of her whereabouts. In interview footage released by police he is asked where she is and tells officers. "I think she's at a rehab center or some sort of clinic." Burfield admitted in a later interview causing her death, but claimed he had accidentally killed her when attempting to throw an axe at a tree. He continued to deny murder until the third day of his trial, when he changed his plea to guilty. Following the sentencing, Ms. Kenyon's family appealed for others with concerns about controlling relationships to contact police. In a statement read outside Preston Crown Court on Thursday, Detective Chief Inspector Alan Davies said, "Mr. Burfield is a bully and controlled Katie throughout the relationship. She expressed concern throughout that relationship that Mr. Burfield represented a risk to her, and she expressed that to her family. The family and myself would like to appeal to anybody who is out there to say if you are in a relationship and you have concerns about your partner or if you have concerns about anybody else. I would request and the family would request that you contact the police and make a Clare's Law application. They're very keen to ensure that nobody else is harmed in the way that Katie was harmed on this occasion." In a statement which she read to the court, Ms. Kenyon's sister, Sarah Kenyon Holden, said the family went through a full week of torture as police searched for her. She said, "Katie told us she wanted to stop Andrew Burfield from being able to do what he did to her to other women. She wanted to stop him. She wanted answers. This cost her her life. Our sincere condolences and sympathies go out to the family and loved ones of Katie Kenyon."
So the first thing I will tell you is you do not have to say anything, but anything you do say may be given evidence. Okay? So all I have to say is that you are under caution. It's a voluntary procedure, so that anything that you said can be noted down. Okay?
Yes, the green sign's here.
Stay there.
Yeah.
Stay there, yeah, that's fine. Is it okay, that side where you sat?
I don't know.
You know where you are now?
Follow this right to the top now to T-junction. About a mile is saying. Keep it slow and steady.
It's a very simple question, Andrew. Can you tell me where Katie is?
I can't.
You don't know. Okay. So is there any clue you can give us as to where she might be?
I did give you a clue earlier on. I think she's at a rehab centre
A rehab centre?
or some sort of clinic.
Right, okay. And where would that be?
I haven't got a clue.
Right, okay. And why do you think that she's at that location?
Because that's not that location, more than locations. I think because that's what she talked about. That's what she wanted to do.
Right, okay. So she's given an indication that that's what she wanted to do. But you're telling me you don't know where she is?
No.
Okay. I'm going to appeal to you now to let me know if you do know anything at all.
That's fine. I'll go and get her myself.
Yeah? Okay, because I'm sure you're aware that her family are really, really concerned.
Yeah.
The last place she's known to be is parked up on your road.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Which is obviously why you're in custody. So it's reasonable for us to think that you may know where she is.
Okay.
Alright. So please, if you do know.
I don't, honestly.
Alright. Joe?
Obviously, like Lisa said, we have got concerns for Katie. Her family are really concerned about her. For our perspective, this appears to be a character for Katie. Is there anything that you can tell us further to what you've already said that can assist us to maybe locate her tonight, make sure she's okay?
I did say that without being one. I did say to the officers earlier, I mean, they left. I went and got tea sorted out for kids, and then they came back and were arrested. What I said was, I'll go down and I'll write everything down and have a list for you. Because they're asking me stuff when you were going through my phone. So I said, about my phone, I don't know. I can't answer it. So that's what I intended to do tonight.
Where is the last location that you know that she was?
My house.
Right, so you know she was at your house?
Yes.
Okay, and when was that?
Was it 9:20 yesterday morning?
Right, okay. So since then you don't know the whereabouts?
I don't know where she's gone from there now.
Right, okay.
Sorry, what are you saying?
This is where they picnicked.
Okay, okay. Just here? Okay. Just stand up for me, Andrew. Stand up. Just come over here. Where's your head?